The average person lives 27,375 days. That's all we get if we're lucky.
We just wanted to come over and say hi.
That first night we were standing at your door.
I am usually very witty and charming.
Bring it.
All right.
Hola chicos, how are you? ¿Cómo están?
Hola.
Bien, bien.
Good.
So I have to be honest, I hadn't watched the trailer for the movie before I was invited to talk to you guys, but I was like, I love Jessica, I love Harry. Of course I want to watch this movie. And then I wasn't expecting to be bawling at the end. I was crying so much.
Thank you. We're glad that the movie touched you.
And Jessica, let me ask you, how hard was it to film those scenes that are so touching?
They were incredibly hard and incredibly emotionally draining, but at the same time, the story is just so beautiful, and their love and their connection and the deep friendship that they had, and the time that they had, even though it was so short, was something that felt incredibly important. I know to myself and to Harry to honor that. In some ways, it was effortless. And I feel so lucky that I had such an incredible scene partner in Harry, because I think that the only way you can go to those deep emotional places is if you feel supported and if you feel safe. And he not only is incredibly talented and lovely and warm, but he made me feel really safe. So I was able to push myself and kind of peel back all of those emotional layers.
Hey, if we get bad news, we should get a dog.
Don't say that. We're getting good news.
He's ours.
And Harry, unfortunately, we have lost so many people in 2020. You guys, you couldn't know that this was going to happen when you made the movie. But are you hoping that the movie gives some comfort to people, that it helps them heal?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it's having something that really affects you and affects the people around you in a way that's life altering is really difficult. And we didn't expect, when we filmed this movie, it was about a very specific thing, about two very specific people and the people who had surrounded them, and for it to come out now, I think it resonates differently for different people. I think for us when we're filming and mutual respect and everything that Jess said, I feel the exact same way, to be vulnerable and to be able to connect with each other. And I think especially now, that's the most important thing for us to do. And I think it's a little harder, obviously, with even how we're talking right now. But it's finding ways to connect with each other and to make memories. And I think for Jen and Saul, they were able to choose. They chose to do that every single day when they woke up, and when they were able to plan out things that they wouldn't have if they didn't have a situation that they were handed. So I think that it says a lot about what we as humans can do, and how love can overcome a lot of things as well.
I didn't know how much I could actually love, till I met you. And I've never wanted anything more than for you to be my wife.
And Jessica, let me ask you, what's your advice for people to live those 20,000 days that we have to the fullest?
I think, kind of like Jen says in the movie, be present, breathe, and just take stock of all of the little moments that you have. Because even though, of course, we all yearn for those big, fun, flashy moments like weddings or birthdays or big celebrations with friends, a lot of times it's the really small, intimate moments, like having a FaceTime with your mom, or snuggling in bed with your dog and going on a walk, or making coffee with the person you love the most. Those are the moments that really make us who we are, and that we can really carry forward and treasure throughout our life. This is gonna be the happiest day of our lives.
Thank you for showing me what living is, what home is.
Harry, I'm Mexican, so I'm always looking for ways representation is changing in Hollywood, and Hollywood has a long history of whitewashing characters, especially Asian characters, either if they're fictional or real people. So I want to know what's the impact that you want to have as a nation leading men in the Asian community and for minorities, because it helps the Latino community, it helps the Black community, it helps everybody.
Yeah, I think erasure is definitely something that has been really difficult to deal with in a lot of ways in Hollywood, and to be able to show different faces and to show the humanity of a character, and not just having them as certain props or whatever. So I also, it takes a lot for people to also mention it. And I know Jen, it was for this story to go and for it to be adapted, it was important for her to be played by an Asian man. And kudos to also her and also to Universal for saying, like, yes, that is the right thing to do. And I know that's usually been harder for a lot of studios. So I'm glad that it's moving towards that direction, that people are understanding how important it is for people to see themselves or just see these stories reflected in the truest possible way. And I hope that continues and allow more people to see themselves on screen.
Every morning I wake up and I choose you. I choose us.
Thank you so much, guys. I really love you and I love your work and I love the movie. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.